Hi, Tom Cole for BCSN. It's an honor to be here with the president of Buckeye Cable System, Mr. Brad Mefferd. Brad, welcome.
Thanks, Tom.
Brad, I want to get right to the heart of the matter. So many people that have been loyal Buckeye customers, and they want to find out what's happened to their Fox programming. Can you give us a little bit of a thumbnail sketch of what's going on?
Sure. Yeah, Tom. First, let me say, this was not a Buckeye decision. This was a WUPW decision to withhold their station from us, and I want to make that clear. And let me give you a little background about what happened. WUPW was purchased by a company called American Spirit back in the spring. And as part of that, American Spirit also has a relationship with a company called Raycom. Raycom owns WTOL. And in that relationship, WTOL provides newscast for WUPW as well as some other services. So because of that fact, WUPW claims that they should be able to piggyback off our existing agreement that we had with WTOL. And they should be paid the same rate as WTOL. And that's a contract issue that we strongly disagree with. We do not agree with that at all. And we've been telling WUPW that, hey, we got to have a contract with you. That issue is now in front of a federal court to decide. And we're willing to, we want that decision to come quickly, but we're willing to go through that process. In that process, there was also federal mediation, and we participated in that, tried to work it out, and unfortunately was unsuccessful. So the basic issue is this. UPW claims that they're part of WTOL's retransmission consent agreement. We say, no, we don't see it that way. The court's willing to decide. During this process, we got notice on Wednesday that they said, WUPW told us, hey, take us off by 5 o'clock tonight. And by FCC rule, we needed to comply. So we have done that. And what's disappointing to me is if WUPW feels so strongly about their court case, then why are they trying to withhold their signal from the citizens of Toledo? Let the court case play itself out. If WUPW wins, okay, we'll follow the judge's ruling. If Buckeye wins, and our position is we don't have an agreement, we want an agreement, and we've been constantly and continually trying to reach out to them for an agreement, then let's get an agreement. But the disappointing fact is WUPW is not willing to negotiate with us because they claim we already have an agreement. What's there to talk about? So that's the issue. We hope it's resolved quickly, and the bottom line is this. You know that it's about money. WUPW feels that they should be compensated at the WTOL level. WTOL is one of the top-rated stations in the market. WUPW is at the bottom, and it's just not right to pay one of the lowest-rated stations the same price as one of the highest-rated stations. That's crazy. I mean, that's like, football, right?
Yes. Yes.
And I'm a Browns fan. And Brandon Whedon, should he be paid as much as Peyton Manning?
No, not yet.
Well, that's what we got.
He's got a ways to go. He's got a ways to go,
That's
boss.
what we got.
Yeah. Well, Brad, and there's a larger, that is great framing, there's a larger economic principle here, too, that I think you're fighting for, and that is for our customers on Buckeye Cable, because if we allow those kinds of really strong-arm techniques to come to fruition, it's going to be passed along to customers, and that's an economic principle that you're willing to fight for.
Yeah, absolutely. We are programming in this. It's just not Buckeye. It's all over the country. All distributors, whether it's satellite or other cable distributors. The biggest distributor in New York City, Cablevision, they lost Fox for a while. Most recently, the AMC networks were off, Dish Network. Prior to that, all of the MTV networks, MTV, Comedy, Nickelodeon, Spike, they were off DirecTV for a while. And the negotiations have become more contentious as the distributor tries to fight for lower rates and lower prices for their consumers, whereas the programmers, they want higher rates, of course. The rules are skewed. in regards to retransmission consent. And we have an effort going right now on our website called Tell Congress. You can go to buckeyecableSystem.com/Tell Congress, and please sign your name to a petition there. And what we're going to do then in January, we're going to go to Washington. We're going to meet with our senators and our representatives from both Ohio and Michigan and lay this issue out to them. And they're starting to get wind in Washington. Yeah, we got a problem here. The rules are skewed. Let me ask you this, Tom. And some people may wonder, hey, why is JBK not there? Here's the deal. WJBK is Channel 52 on Fox.
Yes.
When WUPW went off, we got notice from Fox Networks, which owns WJBK, that, hey, you got to take our signal off in Ohio. Okay, so we did that. But the way the rules are set, there's something called network non-duplication. And in many instances, the local broadcaster has the power to tell the cable operator that you can't show network programming from any other source except from me. And the federal government has given them that authority. And these are rules that are decades old. So let me ask, does that distort the market principles? You have valuable programming.
Sure.
The federal government says there's only one place you can buy that programming. It's from your local broadcaster. You can't get it from Detroit. You can't get it from Cleveland. You can't get it from Lima. You can only buy it from the local. Well, that just distorts supply and demand. And that's one of the crazy rules that the federal government needs to take a look at.
Brad, in summation, and to make this crystal clear, you did not take Fox off the air. We did not do that.
Right.
And secondly, you know, it's I think John Kennedy said, never negotiate out of fear. Never be afraid to negotiate, but never negotiate out of fear. You're continuing to negotiate to get a positive resolution to the situation.
Yeah, we have constantly reached out to them and continue to do so, that we want to negotiate. You know me, I'm a straight shooter, I'm an honest guy.
Right.
We want to pay fair market prices. That's what we do. And we have a dispute between two parties. We tried to work it out. Okay, couldn't be worked out. We ask a judge to decide. The judge will decide, and whatever the judge decides, okay, fine. But in the meantime, we are continually trying to work this out. And you know, we'll have to wait and see how it plays out, unfortunately. For our customers, we are really disappointed by WUPW's action. Again, if they strongly believe in their court case, then why wouldn't they let this play out in the courts? Why are they taking the signal now? Because basically what they're saying is, geez, maybe we don't have an agreement. Well, we've been trying to say that all along. We want an agreement. If they claim they have an agreement, but they went to court, and they went to court to say yes, but now they pull the signal, well, what is that?
Right.
You know?
Brad, we know how much you care about the customer base at Buckeye Cable, and I know you're going to do everything to get a positive resolution to this. And thank you so much for taking the time
Tom.
to come talk to us.
Appreciate
Brad.
it.
All right.
All right.
Tom Cole for BCSN and Buckeye Cable System.